Morning YouTube family. We're in the kitchen today having a coffee, so I thought we'd bring you with us to have a chat.
We're in the Gone Potty kitchen.
I've got a nice coffee, not with real cream, but with Helen's cream that she makes. And I always thought you couldn't taste, it wouldn't taste like proper cream, but actually you can't tell the difference. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's my vegan cashew cream made with cashew nuts, and cashews are really important in the cooking. They add lots of flavour and creaminess to everything.
I've just made a coffee out of the coffee machine there, and it's got like a frothy head like you would have if you had cream. It's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For years I've always drunk my coffee black, no sugar. That's how I like it, so it's no problem.
So how did you get into all this veganism thing?
It's fairly new really, but years ago I used to be vegetarian, and then when I became a mum, it just got easier to just cook, with whatever you could get hold of. So I was back on the meat again and everything, but I got really sick over the last couple of years. I used to fly all over the world and teach, and I came back about a year and 2 months ago from my last trip abroad, and the body kind of packed up, and there were lots of lung problems and lots of neurological problems that are still under investigation, but I think we're getting there. But lots of things were happening, like I had diverticular disease, and that had nasty side effects, and also the lungs and the neurology, and also my blood pressure was really high. And because when you're working away from home, it's very difficult to control what you eat, and so I needed some medication for high blood pressure. That was really bad, and I thought, you just got to sort your life out now. Wasn't able to work, so I watched a documentary, Forks Over Knives.
And you made me watch it.
Oh yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it was all about reversing disease and that. And I think, everything was inspired by the plants, what you've been doing in the garden, growing. And I was listening to recordings of plant sounds as well. And everything was taking me to the plants. So I looked at plant-based diets and watched Forks Over Knives, and this is it's by doctors and how they've reversed heart disease and diabetes and all sorts of things. And that was something I was heading towards very rapidly as well. I was on the tipping point. So completely changed my diet and thought, well, we're growing all these beautiful plants. Jackie's producing amazing produce from the garden, and let's go with it. And it's had great results. Lost a lot of weight, feel a lot better. Blood pressure's normal now. Sugar levels are normal now. But the main thing is I'm enjoying all the creating, especially when it involves all the veggies that have been grown here.
I mean, I've not totally gone off of meat. I mean, I do have the odd meat. The other day I had some. And but I must admit, I think because Helen's gone vegan and we eat together, it means that I'm eating more healthier food. I mean, you can't always like all the things, and sometimes I feel a bit despondent if I've got to say, oh, I don't like it, or but I'm trying to be nice, but there's some sort of textures to vegan food that I'm not keen on, and but there's some lovely food as well. That we make. Helen makes like salad dressings that are really creamy and lovely, and they're all vegan and they're lovely. The meals that you make, the spaghetti bolognese, it's got no meat.
Yeah,
it's all healthy.
Yeah, it's all vegan. Yeah. The thing about this way of eating that I'm doing is it's not just strictly vegan. It's whole food, plant based, and no added processed oils. So all the oils come from your food, whether it's the cashew nuts, which I'm going to do a little blend here in a moment, or whether it's avocados or the natural fats within the food. So that's supposed to be what's really good for you. Whereas you can be a vegan and you can eat loads of junk. There's loads of substitutes and they're all highly processed. So this is all about whole natural foods, which is really in keeping with you growing everything, isn't it?
But I'm really surprised by you, Helen, really.
Oh.
Because we were both, weren't we? Well, we were both a bit naughty eaters, really. We used to see things like, let's go and get a treat, we get a bar of chocolate or something like that.
Yeah.
But actually, now because we're eating this way, I'm not as bad. I mean, I do like a sweet and stuff like that. That's my downfall.
Yeah.
But not like I used to. We don't buy stuff like we used to.
No.
But I actually didn't think when you first went like that you would stick it out so long.
I love it, and I love it. It feels like my relationship with the plants that Jackie grows is more complete. Like I'm getting every nutrient it's offering going into the cells in the body, but I feel clearer minded as well, and I really love it. And quite often, we'll be out and you might see a really nice creamy looking gorgeous cake, and I just don't fancy it, so there you go.
Well, I mean, I've lost a bit of weight as well, about 1.5 stone, but if I just carry on eating the way we're eating, it's going to be a great way.
Yeah.
For health.
Yeah, and I'm loving all the creation in the kitchen. And some of it I need a bit of help from Jackie with, because I have a tremor, and you might see that on some of the videos. And so there are some days when I'm not good at chopping up food, but I'll do all the creating and cooking.
It's lovely though, because I'm out pottering in the garden or doing things outside, and Helen enjoys being in the kitchen, don't you?
I do. I've always enjoyed creating food, working my way through college, and also as well in between jobs and that, I worked in catering, so I do love working with food.
Those nuts that are sitting there, these...
You can't see them, can you?
Yeah, but they reminded me of them nuts that they cook and they put a coating on.
Oh yeah, these are just raw cashew nuts that I've toasted. I put them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes because I'm going to make a very quick thing while we're here. And tonight we're having the whole food plant-based risotto, and I made a big batch of it. And so we took some out last night from the freezer that we'd kept aside. And one of the things I make is something I call Parma Vegan, and it's like a vegan version of Parmesan cheese. And there's lots of recipes out there, but this one I particularly like, so I'm going to make it while we're here. And all it takes are a cup of roasted cashew nuts. That is 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and that you can buy from, a lot of supermarkets now, but health food shops, and it gives you the nutty, cheesy type flavour and loads of vitamin B12, the things they say you might miss out on by not eating meat. That's half a teaspoon of garlic powder, so we're going to get a nice bit of punch with that. That's a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. I love that because it's full of minerals. And that is half a teaspoon of oregano, or some of you say oregano, don't you? So I'm going to put all that in the blender.
In America they say herbs, don't they?
Herbs, and we say
well, we say herbs.
Yeah, but we all know what we mean, don't we? And that's the great thing. So I'm going to put the cashew nuts in the little blender. Whoa, they're going everywhere. Oh, the dogs are going mad now. They all want them.
There we are.
I put in the nutritional yeast. I would have faced the camera, but I'd have spilt it all there. Salt. Garlic powder. Whoop, a little bit there stuck to the bottom. I've got clean fingers at least. And that's That's very important, that. Oregano or oregano. And then I just put the blade on very quickly, and we'll put some... don't worry, I'm just getting it there. It's not sitting. And very quickly, we'll have a little bit of noise, but we'll try and play some music when I'm doing this. So 1, 2, 3.
It does it really quickly, doesn't it?
Whoa, the dogs are loving it. Oh, smell that.
Oh yeah, it does. Smells
And that is vegan version of parmesan. So I call it my Parma vegan. But so we'll have that tonight on the risotto, and that will keep nicely in a jar. And if you have a bolognese or anything like that, bit's still on my finger.
What surprises me is that there's so many alternatives for things. You know, like Parmesan cheese, that is an alternative. The cream for the coffee is an alternative. And last night Helen made some chocolate mousse.
I did, with sweet potato and cocoa powder. And, what was the other ingredient now? Oh.
Now, I'm not a lover of sweet potato, but in that, I couldn't taste it.
I think, dates. So there were some pitted dates, sweet potato and cocoa powder all blended up, and then you put it in the fridge for an hour, and it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
Yeah,
lovely
really
chocolate-like dessert, really nice.
Mm.
So, there's alternatives, but I mean, whatever you like. But that's why my recipe videos are all vegan, because that's the way I eat now. So you can always add meat if you like meat, or dairy if you like dairy. So there's always options to adapt them.
Do you miss meat at all?
No, not at all. No.
It was always a bit finicky with meat anyway.
Yeah, I think...
You wouldn't eat lamb because you said it had a funny smell. There's a lot you wouldn't eat, wouldn't there?
Yeah, I think I was born
And,
to
and
be
really,
this
this way of eating has helped you, helped your irritable bowel, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that sort of thing. It straightened it all out.
Yeah, all sorts of problems, yes. So blood pressure, lost weight, all that. So yeah, we're getting there, but it's lovely day today, isn't it?
Beautiful. It has been raining a bit this morning, but it's dried out a bit now, so it'd be nice to get outside in a minute. Let the dogs have a little run, let them wear themselves out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Litland drives you mad at night time when you're trying to watch the telly. He's just like a fidget.
He's he's a pup really, so he's a bit hyperactive. And if Jackie's out all day with him, then and he was in the last video, wasn't he? You picked him up because he was getting a bit fidgety. Then he gets exhausted. But if we do get a lot of rain here. It's the west of Ireland, and if he's in a lot, even though he will go out, but he's not out as much, then he gets a little bit irritable, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A bit like you. You want to be out.
Bit like me.
Yeah, you want to be in your pulley tunnel, don't you?
Yeah. No, I don't get irritable, but
No.
I'm one of them. I like to be doing something all the time. My mind's going around all the time, and it's nice to get out there,
Yeah.
I mean, I do the stained glass, but I'm not going to have time, I don't think. I want to get things right outside.
Yeah.
But once we've got all the structure and everything set up, it'll be great. It's taken a while. When we first moved, we had to do all the decorating and all the big major jobs, and now onto the outside now.
And a lot of it you had to do on your own because I was away working a lot, so yeah, now it's time to enjoy.
Yeah.
So, cheers, me dear.
Cheers, me dears. Cheers, YouTube family.
Thanks for watching.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now. Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.